Our first session is around the impact of COVID on consumer behavior. And obviously, there's a lot of work going on along this topic amongst our communities and in our companies. And I'm here to introduce to you our first moderator within this first session. Hi, Daniel. So good to see you. We have Daniel Rodriguez Sierra. He's the head of big data and advanced analytics from Vodafone in Italy. I believe you're reporting live from Italy today.
I'm looking at Lake Como as we speak.
Nice. Well, good. We're so glad to have you here. And so I'll turn it over to you to introduce our first set of speakers.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you all for having me here and welcome to this afternoon session. We're going to be dealing with a really hot topic today because as we're in the middle of it right now, and in the companies that deal with large amounts of customers, this has been the questions that will arise during the session are of the highest importance, which is the impact of COVID on our consumer behaviors. In the next 40 minutes, we will hear some of the very revealing insights about not only how this terrible pandemic has changed our lives, but how it has even given us an opportunity to look at customer behaviors like never before. In a way, even if dramatic and terribly, the way that the customers' behaviors and the constraints have changed in such a systematic way allowed us to see large-scale behaviors like never before with controlled variables in a way. So it's important to realize that we are under conditions we have never seen before. It's the first time in all of humanity that people work for so long from home in such big amounts of people, or have to balance life and work in the same space during such a long time. So all of these are producing effects in all of us and in our consumers that bring about, of course, stress in our business, but also maybe new behaviors that we need to answer with new opportunities. In the telecommunications space, we see this obviously in a dramatic way. And then there are things that we can do for our community. So things like helping authorities trace the spread can be done with location analytics and stuff like that. So there is a whole amount of opportunities, if you see it on the right side, that we will see and we will have the opportunity to analyze during these times. The questions like what has changed forever, what is only a transient change in behavior, all of these questions need to be answered and business need to adapt to these new changes. So to answer to some of these questions, we have a very notorious group of experts, of companies that deal with large scale business, right, with lots of people, and thus this is PepsiCo, MasterCard, and Spotify.